Hello everyone, this is Kevin Tanner coming to you, just talking you through some of the most rare version of the Action Fleet line. This was a very short release of some of the Aliens items and then the one Predator dropship. So I'll kind of walk through these left from right. So you have your first one here with the Aliens. This is the armored personal carrier. So this one came with two figures. You have your one alien, and then you also have Hudson. So both of these have typical articulation for the Action Fleet. And then you actually have your vehicle here. So this has got some articulation here on the gun on the front. The gun here on the back actually has some articulation to it, and it will actually slide down, move around from there. So there's a little sliding track. On the bottom of this, there's a really cool feature where you actually can see there is one of the aliens that got smushed when they drove over it. Now, when you look at the side here, you actually have the sliding door to be able to see inside. And then the front opens. So when you open this up, this allows you to see basically your lights and everything on there. You can see inside there would be some seats for some people to sit. There's your little control panel. There's your cockpit, steering. And that's what that looks like. So that's basically the features of this specific one. When you do move the wheels, it makes that noise, like a clicking sound, and there you go. This did come with a stand, so here's what the stand looks like with the Aliens logo on it. So I didn't actually get stands for these other two, but first we'll talk through the Cheyenne. So this one comes with two figures, comes with a pilot, just a generic pilot. And then you have this guy. I can't remember his name right offhand. Hicks. So there's Hicks. And then with the Cheyenne, there's quite a bit of features to this specific one. So first, just looking at the top, then there is your bottom of it. And with this one, the landing gear is actually really functional. So it kind of goes back in and it moves on that hinge. So you can actually get this to sit in here nice and good, where it actually sits pretty flush, which looks really, really cool. So that's what it would look like flying at you. This does have an opening cockpit to it, so you can put both of the figures in there. And then you also have your missile launchers that come out on the side, like that. And then you have the rotating arms here. So these guys are kind of a pain in the butt to open, but I'll try to open them here. So they kind of overlap one another, and that's what it looks like when they're actually out. And one other cool feature to this, kind of a hidden feature, this bottom here opens up, and it actually fits perfectly with the APC micro machines that comes in a different set. So the cool thing is that you can actually fit this thing literally right inside, which is really cool. Unfortunately, don't have the stand for this one, but it's still pretty cool. Then you have the Narcissus. So pretty cool with this one. Here's what the top looks like. A lot of comments about this looking very similar to Ghost, the Ghost from Star Wars. And then here's the bottom. This little bar right here moves the alien actually inside, which I'll show in a minute. And then you have some landing gear there that goes down. So now from here, you actually can do this two different ways. So you can open up this back hatch so you can see inside. So there you can see the alien in there. And then you have your one little window. And then the whole front of the ship opens. So this piece can actually come off. So go ahead and pull this off. Like that. So now you can have it really like a play set as it was designed by David Shaw. So pretty cool features in here. So you've got Ripley, she's inside of her little tank thing here, or she can come out of that. You actually inside there, you've got the cat, and then here is your alien. So the one cool thing about this one specific alien is it's actually transparent, his head is, and then if you move the bar here on the bottom, he comes out in, and just goes back like that. So there he goes, it fell off. So that's what he looks like. Pretty amazing detail here on all these figures. And then the final one is the Predator dropship. So this one is actually really cool. When I first opened it, I was underwhelmed for sure, but then as I looked at it more and more, I really love this. So here's what it looks like from the front. And then from the back, you've got this here is actually just like the landing gear. So it can spin like that and the pieces come out. So it can land this way, and then if you're taking off, it can turn and go there. Then you have these two little engine parts that come out. So you guys pull out. So this thing flies very similar to the Slave one. It actually looks a lot like it. And then on the bottom here is just the little engine port, and you can actually see there is the one Predator figure in there. It does come with two Predators, one that's still in their in the armor and another one that's out of it. So here's what it looks like with the cockpit open. There's one of the figures. So again, amazing detail on these figures for how small they are. This chair does spin around. And then inside here, there you can see the other Predator getting ready to exit. And I'll go ahead and open the ramp. This ramp is very difficult to open actually, so it's challenging to do it without it feeling like it's going to bust, but you can see the two little tabs there. This doesn't actually shrink down in here, but you do have to pull it. So typically, as I've done this before and I've opened it, I've actually ripped the sides off, but you can see here there is the little parts that come down to allow the bay door to open. And there is your other Predator figure. And that is your, I'd call them the ultimate rare of the Action Fleet line that's not Star Wars. If you have any comments, please feel free to leave them below. Thanks.